Movie menu, the movie menu. Movie menu, movie menu, movie menu. Hi, this is Mike Stand, and with me is Dan the Man Munoz.
Hello.
And this is Movie Menu Spotlight, where we spotlight our favorite foreign, indie, or documentary film of the week. The movie that we're spotlighting this week is The Death of Superman Lives. What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
And it's directed by Jon Schnepp, who you may be familiar with if you've ever seen AMC Movie Talk. And this is a documentary of what would have been if Tim Burton's Superman Lives, which starred Nick Cage.
Yes.
What happened? Why did that movie die? And it was very fascinating to watch this documentary. What do you think?
I agree. It's extremely fascinating. And you get to see the behind the scenes of just
like footage of Nick Cage in a Superman outfit.
It's interesting. So if you ever wondered what Nick Cage would look like as Superman, that movie will let you see.
But what this movie did, and I never knew this, was that DC and WB don't own the rights to Superman, which I always thought they always own the rights to every single of their characters. But there's this guy named John Peters, who they show in the film that he, in the 90s, he ended up buying was it in the 90s?
Yeah, it was in the 90s.
Early 90s, where there was like not many computers and there wasn't a lot of stock. So the rights of Superman were done for WB, and he ended up buying them.
It expired, and he took over. That's crazy.
Which is insane.
One person owning the rights.
One person owns the rights to Superman, and especially now since they're doing Man of Steel and they're doing Batman v Superman, it's like John Peters is the guy who owns the rights, and he is an interesting character to say the least, because he's interviewed. So this documentary does interviews with Kevin Smith, with Tim Burton, with Dan Gilroy, and with John Peters, who owns the rights to Superman. And basically, John Peters, when he got the rights, he wanted to make a film, and he met Kevin Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith was originally going to direct first. So
no, he wrote this.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Kevin Smith was originally was the first writer, the first script writer for Superman Lives.
And John Peters also helped produce Batman with Tim Burton, and they have stories about him on the set of Batman, and this guy is just a very interesting character. But the documentary itself, it goes into so much information of concept art that they would have had. It interviews Tim Burton of his ideas that he wanted to do with this film, and everyone else that was involved with concept artists, the costumer, people who were in charge of special effects.
Yeah, it's good, and it's great behind the scenes on practical effects of how they built the suits and what was it called? Just they basically figured out a way to like build a suit that looks like have these interesting dark rainbow colors. It was really cool. It was really cool so they go into like suit making, and they go into detail about that, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Like just this concept of this film. Now this film, if it would have gotten made, it probably would have bombed. It would have been very, very very bad concept of it. But the scene, everything though, even though it would have bombed as Superman Lived, it would have been made, it would have been probably the most interesting superhero movie we've ever seen, because John Peters, like we go back, wanted to do something different from the original mythology of Superman. But this movie is just so fun, and it was very interesting. And then the best part of it all is that there was almost 2-hour Q&A afterwards with Kevin Smith, which was great to watch. But definitely this documentary, if you are a sweaty nerd, if you are a Superman fan, if you are a comic book fan, or if you just want to see some crazy stuff on screen, this movie is totally worth checking out. It's going to be digitally released July 9th, which is the first day of Comic-Con in San Diego. So if you want to get this movie, totally check it out. You can rent it on iTunes and anywhere else you can find digitally movies. You can rent it or buy it July 9th. and we recommend it. And there's gonna be a couple more screenings, so you can also check out the Death of Superman Lives What Happened .com. Google it, and I'm sure you'll be able to find screenings in your area. I know they said next year we're gonna go to Texas, and that they were gonna show it around London, and then also maybe come back to LA. But definitely go out and watch this film. It's totally worth your time.
I agree. So enjoy it and have fun.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Dan.
Make sure to check out MovieMenuReviews.com for movie news and reviews. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to subscribe. Every time we upload a video, we let you know that it's uploaded. So subscribe. So check out our last spotlight that we did, which was White God, which you can find the link right here. And if you like this spotlight, make sure to hit the like button, the thumbs up that you liked it.
Leave some comments for us. If you saw the documentary, let us know what you thought. Tell us, and maybe we can have a conversation about it.
Yeah, definitely. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Mike.
Movie menu, movie menu.